built environment contributes over 40% of total CO2 emissions. And at the same time, we have proven that intelligent buildings in average reduce the energy consumption over 50%. At the same time, only 5% of the buildings globally have even some automation system, and 95% of those don't work properly. And we have realized that the problem is the cost and quality, and especially overhead cost related to the mainstream technologies. We have created a single cloud platform which reduces the cost and quality to the level that it's feasible for the whole market.
Siim, thank you very much for that. Now, so many of us have home automations these days that I think we might have assumed that, hey, this must exist at a building level. But you're telling us apparently not. This is an untapped market.
Yes, in large part, so 95% of the market is not able to afford the proper intelligent building solutions.
Right, but from what you're telling us, it sounds like you can't afford not to have an intelligent building solution these days. If I can cut down 50% of my heating costs, that's a massive amount of money.
Yeah, so I was talking about the full energy cost, not only heating, but still the opportunity is massive. And also, if you take European directives, then in the future all the buildings need to be intelligent, and also you need to be able to direct users with the usability to consume less.
Right, so not only is it important for the building to be smart, but the people who inhabit that building need to be educated so they can use these facilities to the best of their capabilities as well.
Yes, correct. Because if you deploy intelligent building, but then and most efficient building of all time, but still if the user is keeping the window open for the whole winter, then it doesn't work.
Fair enough. So how come this hasn't existed previously? I mean, there's monitors, there's cameras, there's different things that can help us. Is it a problem sticking them all together?
The problem is that the mainstream technology, both on the lighting side and the automation side in Europe, originates from the 70s. And it's a really fluctuated market with different standards. So it's basically like automotive market prior to Henry Ford. So it's like every building is a bespoke building, and it's as good as the integrator who is deploying that. While we see that the only way to get the cost down and quality up is through the standardization.
Oh, okay, so all of the parts here talk together, they all communicate, and they're all going back to one central point that's logging that information and allowing us to view that data.
Yeah, so actually we go one step further, so we start from the hardware manufacturing and ends with the building management solution.
Okay.
And also we are able to manufacture, close to the source, like in any PCB manufacturer, also reducing the carbon footprint already on the production side.
Right, so first of all, you're doing end-to-end. You're creating the hardware, creating the devices, and then also the software that will integrate all of those and give us that data, which is definitely a huge value. And then you're also telling us that you are flexible with your production facilities. So whether it is wherever it is around the world, we don't need expensive shipping to do that. Is that what we're hearing?
Yes, so embedded carbon is very important part of the ESG strategies. And it's becoming more and more important. So we are looking at those things as well, not only cost, but also the carbon footprint.
Of course. So what makes you unique in the marketplace? Is it the way they all come together? Is the end-to-end solution? What do you think?
So we have basically patented the process where everything is built around one digital twin, which is already used with sales. So you don't need high-level engineers spending months and months in creating the proposals and doing the sales. And then this same digital twin is also used in the installation and later on running of the building. And this pushes the cost down, quality up, and also maximizes the energy savings over time because the data structure is the same for all the buildings.
Right, so I can imagine as well, if you're getting data from a number of different buildings, this grows over time, you're learning how to be more efficient as time goes on.
Yes, that's correct. So our customer promise is that every building that's running on our platform, eventually we will get maximum savings out because the saving percentages are increasing over time.
Very interesting. So what's your background? How did you come to this technology?
So actually I invested into one smart building startup more than a decade ago. And I learned there, why only 5% of the buildings are with automation. And at the same time, I was building my previous company, which is now Nasdaq listed company called Modera, which is doing automotive retail process digitalization. And as I saw that the problem is the overhead, then in Modera we were able to, with some premium brands, reduce the overheads in sales process up to 50 times. And then basically I brought those two things together to get the optimization to another conservative market.
I love it. Siim, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.